In this video, I'm putting on my tailpiece. Tack all my wires down a little bit later. So the tailpiece is going to come just over. Now, we can use our centering ruler once again, which this box is like 4 inches and about a 32nd on each side. So and because this is a curvy piece, you kind of got to eyeball where you're putting it. As far as straight up and down. And this is going to be another one of those pieces that is screwed into both sides of the box. So then it's kind of a balancing act about what's pretty funny about that pencil is none of those marks even showed up after I went through all that measuring and straightening. And I guess I don't really need to have the neck in here right now, so let's pop that out just for convenience. You can see where I've blacked it up so that that will not be as visible in the hole. So this is a little bit easier to do it this way to get it straight. Now I don't like that they give us white silver screws with this because everything's black. But you do need a certain length screw because we are screwing all the way through the box into the neck, and this is an integral part of keeping the neck. So I'll put screws down here that go into the bottom of the neck, and then this goes into the end of the neck. And I told you about putting these blocks on here because if you look at this tailpiece, see the screws would be going right in the gap. They wouldn't grab anything. And now the screws are going into the gap, but they're at least going into the gap of glued together wood, which I will drill pilot holes. And I know you know what pilot holes are. Those are just holes of where your screw's gonna go that you're putting in to cause the wood not to split. So I think in this case it might be better to have the hole drilled in the bottom first, because then I can use that to secure it. And still be able to open the lid. So. And I drilled a pilot hole there, but I probably should have this installed before I put all these parts back here. Frets, I mean tuners, not frets. I often say the wrong word, but if you watch my videos, you probably know that. So there you have it. Pressed down, aligned my marks. And you're probably saying, wait, don't screw that in. You don't have the tailpiece on. Agree completely. Now, I don't really want to tighten that down. So now the neck has gained some strength there. So after I seal the box shut, I'm going to have to put in the holes here for the tailpiece and for the jack there, and then the holes to hold the whole box shut. So now I really need to put some screws into the bottom of the heel. So once again, a centering ruler, and on my centering ruler I've already got the marks put in for the 1.5 inches. And I know that this box, because I've been working with it for a few days, is just a hair over 4 on each side. And that's actually a hair under 4. So that's about where I want the first one. And I want the second one. So I want it right at a 1/2 inch in. And about 1 inch in. Double check those for centering. Get my little punch driver. pretty small bit in there, but I think I want a smaller one. Let's tear that tape off there. Now, that bit got hot. I'm going to be using a couple of black screws back here. This drill gives me a little trouble because the chuck's a little jacked up. And now the bit's hot. So, so the neck is now attached. I'll do the holes to screw the box shut and tighten up the tailpiece in the next video, and I'll secure the wires inside of the box so they're not flopping around. Put the holes in the corners, and then the video after that will be putting the tuners on. So there you go. Y'all have a good day.